right, I did not like that live oak that I did, so I'm decided the heck with it. I always say it's your painting, you can do whatever you want. So got rid of that. I've already covered it up, and I said, what the heck? So I don't know. I just kept looking at that and just like, nope, nope, nope. So we're just going to come right in. And this is actually based off of a photograph that I took here. So we're just going to go right in there. I don't know. It just was not right. So the live oak got chainsawed down, dragged, and gone. So there you go. I took this picture. It's downtown Portland also. So yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't working for me. I just kept looking at that and looking at that. And I said, this is not right. And we do not have live oaks up here in Oregon at all. So we have oak trees, but not the live oak. I know. Well, I always say it's your painting, and don't worry about it. It's so funny. You'll see these stupid rules. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. It's like, why? Pull out the book of laws on that and tell me why I can't do that. Yeah, shuts them up usually. I took this picture a couple of years ago. This tree was just a beautiful tree right downtown. I got to look up the corner it's on. I think it's very close to the other one that I just finished. Special edition. You got it, Merrick. I did not like my live oak. So I just kept looking at that thing. And today is one of those days. I call it a do day. In other words, I'm going through my paintings and everything else, and also I'll be doing all the other stuff and getting the wires on, all that type of stuff. This is a due day, and I call it. I'm about 2 weeks out from the show, and this is the time to do your inspections and everything, and that's what I'm doing. That's today. Today has been a very productive day, actually, to be honest. So, which is good. Ba-ba-dee-deem, ba-da-dee-deem, ba-da-dee-dum, bum, bum. I think we're going to get done on this in one episode. Yep, definitely. Yeah, I was just kind of like needed to do this. I was not happy. And I have managed to do that where I put an item in a show, and then I go, "Why? I knew I didn't like that," And it's like, it's a big tree too. This is a really huge tree, also downtown. Some of these trees actually are historical. They're on the historical register, which is always kind of cool. Yeah, I took this picture a while back. I really loved how sunlight was hitting that tree, all lit up. Okay. I think this is in front of what used to be called the Jive building, you know. I have no idea who owns it now. It's kind of a cool building. It's like 1930. Yeah. Yep. Yep. There we go. And right here, this is a back of, it's in front of a building here. We're just going to put those in. Yeah. Okay. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. There's a tree here too. We're going to put that in there too. All right. Okay. Coming in with my flat edge brush here. So like vents. We're not going to worry about too much detail. The background is just really kind of the background. There's nothing really special about it. The tree was spectacular. Okay, got that in there. And let me take a look at this tree here. It's in the right behind it. Okay, and I think that's actually on that little weird street that we have. Yeah, this is. I just that live oak tree just was bothering the crap out of me. So yeah, it was one of those. Every time I looked at the damn thing. Oh, excuse me, darn thing. Yeah. So no. It's been a very productive day today. I'm happy with myself. Okay, so we're going to go back into the main tree here. So I don't know what it is. I'm going to kind of guess this one's actually an oak tree. Let me take a look at those leaves. Bet it is. I bet it's an oak tree. So an oak being replaced by an oak. So that's kind of appropriate. What do you think? I think so. Yeah, that live oak was just sucking. That was sucking wind. I was not happy with it. I always say you need to be your own harshest critic. I know I've heard opposites of that, but I disagree with them. But don't get too hard on yourself. But you need to be the critic. The sun was just hitting it just perfect when I snapped that picture. That's the great thing about having your smartphone and you have a camera on the darn thing, and it's just like you just snap that thing. Hello, hey, how you doing? There's a last minute impromptu thing here. I was not happy with my live oak, so that's what you're seeing going on right now. I always say it's your painting. Don't ever worry about changing it out. So how are you doing, Larry? It's so funny how things are. We're connected through Anthony here also, and Larry lives in Tacoma, which is where I used to live. Small world. Tacoma's about, I think it's about 180 miles north of Portland. I think that's what it is. Beautiful day here, but it is still really cold out there. I notice the frost has not come off my neighbor's roof. Using titanium white and cadmium yellow light. Get this. I was thinking of just doing this on my own, but I said, you know, every one of my paintings has been done live, so I said, the heck with it. Ah, yeah, I lived out there by Point Defiance Park, so you had to get all the way down the peninsula to get to where we are at. Okay, put that one aside. Got the other brush. The official name to this brush is Other Brush, just letting you know. Okay. So we're gonna got this. You hear my floor squeak. So that actually is coming off of here. Needs a little more paint in that. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So 18 by 24s. So anybody, hopefully people can get that. Oh, I know. I've heard. Yeah, I have not been back since the Ruston Way project. When they were in the process of the cleanup when I was there, and now I've heard it's just changed dramatically. Yeah, that was a super fun cleanup, and yeah, now it's expensive high rises, and yeah, that's what happens. I think that was what was so cool about Tacoma for so long is it had some of the most spectacular views on the planet, but at the same time it was affordable. Well, that changed. But also you had the Tacoma Aroma, which they did a great job of getting rid of, and so yeah. Remember, trees are just branches upon branches upon branches. You hear my floor squeak again? Oh, couldn't help myself, got excited. Okay, this is a big branch here. That has all these. Okay, get the other brush. Yep. I remember when they finally took that whole thing down. I actually lived in Portland when they blew up uh, the big smokestack there. God, the amount of pollution at one time that it was just incredible. You just dump that into the water. Out of sight, out of mind. It's amazing the thinking, compares to today. You're just like, no, 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 that's poisonous stuff. Yeah. Got the basic gist of this thing here. And you hear that floor squeak? Doesn't help that I've been eating too much lately. There's my mwahaha. You got to be able to make fun of yourself. Yeah. It was actually copper. Did you know that? It was actually copper, and it was arsenic. They had, that's what they produced. There was arsenic, because that's how they extracted the copper. It was actually interesting. It's like, oh, yeah, it was arsenic. It was just like, whoa. All right, we're gonna just go ridiculous right now with the branches here. Yeah, amazing though. Oh, I'm telling you, what's up, dog? Like I said, I liquefy the paint here, so it's almost like an ink. That's what you want here. Get those fine lines. Press the brush a little harder. Get that thicker things going on there. Yeah, and little town of Ruston was a classic company town. It had its own store and everything, of course, ran by the company. That was, and you could tell little town of Ruston, out there for the longest time was like this little dump, for lack of a better way of putting it, on the most spectacular real estate there is. But it's because of, the circumstances. How many times am I going to have to make a trek up there? My niece lives in Tacoma right now, and she just had my great nephew. Gosh, I need to make a Amtrak trip up there and go see her. It'll be a nice little adventure. Kind of feel bad that I haven't done that. But it's just been kind of awkward for. That's the way it is. Boom, 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 boom. What's that dog? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Lord. Okay, all these branches here. Just liquefying the paint here. Oh, no, couldn't help myself. Got excited again. All right. Okay. Yeah, that live oak just sucked behind. I did not like it. So I always say it's your painting. You could always do whatever you want to it. You're the god of that painting. And goodness knows I have changed paintings and I wish I had not. But that's the risk. Yeah, we're gonna get done with this one right now. Definitely. What's up, dog? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Lord. It doesn't take much. Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da. And there's a lamp post right here. It's not a lamp post. It's actually, I think it's a camera. But we're going to put it in there. There's an urban tree. Put that right in here. It's right here. Straight up and down. And it has like a little round thing. Probably houses the camera to watch you. But when you do this, it gives it a concept of size. Oops, I hit the camera, sorry. Hello, Diane! Oh, or Donna. It's Donna! Donna! D-O-N-N-A. Donna! Mm-hmm. The last painting I did, I looked at an aerial view of the to get the address correct for that tree, and God, that tree from the aerial, it just dominated that entire area. It was just huge. So that was kind of cool. Always loved that tree. I hope they never have to cut it down. That would be sad. So we're coming back in here with the highlights, because that was the whole thing that when I snapped the picture on this one, it was the light coming through the tree. Tap, 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 tap. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we're going to get done with this one today. Absolutely. Oh my God, isn't that amazing? Oh God. Ugh. No wonder it was a super fun to get rid of all that stuff. Gosh. You know, the thinking back like the late 1800s and early 20th century, all the way up until the 1970s. Just dump it into the water. Who cares? I think it was until they started having rivers catch on fires that they realized that maybe that wasn't the best thing to do. You know, doesn't take a genius to realize that you shouldn't dump your sewage into your own drinking water. Like I said, impromptu show because I did not like my my live oak. I just did not like it. I've seen live oaks, and that just didn't even come close to what they look like. And I said, nope, that's it. I'm done. Yep. Over. Goodbye. Bye bye. We're gonna get done with this one today. That is for sure. Bum, bum, bum. Get that depth of leaves. Like I always say, remember a tree is three-dimensional. It's not. There's virtually no surface on it that is flat. Keep that in mind. You'll understand. There's everything that crisscrosses everything constantly. And I am going to have to order more smaller canvases. Michael's will be happy with me. Use some yellow ochre here. Yeah, we're going to definitely get done with this one today. Like I said, it was irritating me. Kept looking at that darn live oak and I said, that's not a live oak. It looks like something with a spider or something needed to get worked on. Hear that floor squeak. The house gets older and settles. We have some unique problems here in Beaverton, which is, if you don't know Portland at all, Beaverton is actually west of Portland. You go through tunnels to get out to us, and but we're built on an old ice age lake, and I have water that pumps up from that lake. And it is like the most purest water you can imagine, but it's like a interesting feature, but at the same time it's a little alarming at times. But so I had a young friend that rebuilt a fence for me, and he had his hands down on that darn stuff. And he said, "My God, that is so cold." And I said, "Well, it's Ice Age, you know." And he was like, "Wow, million-year-old water." That's what we have here. So we get some interesting tree formations because of that. That's where I was leading to. I actually have a banana tree that loves that Ice Age water. So maybe I'll do a painting of that banana tree sometime. It's not a banana tree is not a tree. It's actually an herb. I think it's just huge. I cut it back every year. It always comes back. It's very happy in this spot. I noticed my jade plant's going into bloom again here in my art room. So it's a very happy jade plant. I think it bloomed twice this year, which is crazy. Gotta have it. We're going to come in here with a little brush here, put in some more details on that. We're going to call this one good, because really what this whole tree was is all about the light, how it's hitting these leaves. Just tap, 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 tap. That's what I'm doing. What is it? Bob Ross said, "Tap it like you're making love to the canvas." You have got to have loved Bob Ross. God, he died in 1995. Isn't that amazing? Only 52. So sad. Isn't that sad? Yeah. Interesting. Interesting person. So interesting how he had such a comeback well after his death. And I think it wasn't that Deadpool that did a spoof on him that actually just launched him again. It's hilarious how that works. Maybe that's what's going to happen to me. It'll be 20, 30, 40, or 50 years from now, they'll do some sort of Mike Trap with his evil laugh. That's what they'll call it. And we're going to definitely get done with this one today. Yeah. all about the light. That's it on this one. Let's just hold it up here. Put up here too. Just talking to myself full bore. I think we're going to be done. Definitely done here. Just in a few minutes, actually. Like I said, I got to see Julia Child, her kitchen there at the Smithsonian. It was like, holy cow, there she is, you know. That was another one of my heroes. It's like, wow, he just was a pioneer in this. You just bored through it. You know? Now, glad I did this. Sorry, live oak, it needed to be cut down, blasted, and dynamited. Yeah, it was time to go. Okay. More emphasis on the guy. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Okay. Okay, a little more with the branches again. And we're going to definitely get done with this. Ba-ba-ba-da. Yep. January 1st. Art goes up. Gosh, I can't believe that is already here. What the heck happens to time? You know? I forget what person that was. He was a prominent person, and he said, you should always be outraged when somebody wastes your time. He says that's the one asset you could absolutely never, ever get back again. And I thought that was an interesting comment. And there's a lot of truth to that. You could never, ever get that back. Said you can re-earn all your wealth and everything else, but you can never get time back. I thought that was interesting. I don't know how I got on that tangent, but I did. So enjoy your life. That's the whole point. I love art, so I love doing this. Thank you, Larry. Ba-bum-bum. We're gonna, yeah, definitely. We got a few more minutes to go, and we've got this. One back into the other brush here. Just loved how the light was coming through these leaves. Just, I was in the right spot at the right time, and thank goodness I had a camera. And that's the whole thing with the smartphone today. We don't realize how lucky we have it that you can capture these moments. Yeah, in the past, you would have to have, take the picture, had your camera bag with you, and then off to the Photoshop or photo developing place, and then you found out it was crappy because you didn't have it in focus. Yeah, I like digital. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, we're going to just call this good. Let me stand back here. Just a little more. What do you say about 5-minute boy? Not quite, yeah. Five-minute person. 5 minutes. Okay. Just about there. Back to the this and that. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Well, I think we're going to call it. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Okay. I'm going to call this one, and I'm glad I did this. Thank you for being patient with me. Do a redo. Sometimes you just need to do that. It's your painting. I always say that. It's your painting. You don't like how something is, just go with it, So, okay. So we're going to sign this thing here. The right colors here. I think blue. That's the way to go with that one. I do it here. A little more white. A little more white than that. There we go. Mike. Trap. Whoosh. that sound effect. And the famous thumbprint. Oh, all right. Thank you so much for joining me for this Oh, dear. Yeah, we got it. Okay. For this impromptu redo here. I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll finish the other one with it's actually a bike path. I was corrected by the photographer. It's a bike path that I was started at the end of the show earlier today. So I'll be back on tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then I have an idea for a science fiction lighthouse, and we'll crank that one out. We'll do that one, and we'll get it done. So take care. Thank you so much again for joining me. Stay healthy, stay safe, and hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, the tree series. All right.